Now we are going to airport, and on the bus we are all the group together in the bus. Now we are leaving China. Within 2-3 hours we will be in the plane. So let me ask what Derek is telling. Derek, how do you feel? You completed your gist in China.
I'm relieved.
What's your impression about China?
Everything just humongous here. That's how I would describe my experience here.
Did it change your perspective on China?
Yeah, it exceeded my expectations.
Exceeded?
Everything, yeah.
So how was it? Is
Bigger,
it positive or negative?
Bigger, cleaner, friendlier. You know, everything was just out of the proportion I understood it to be. Everything's out of proportion.
And did the gist change the way you used to see some of your friends in the group?
Yeah, it has made me more sort of understandable about people's cultures and values and sort of lifestyle. So in one way, it strengthened the bonds of friendship that was established prior to this trip.
Thank you. Do you have anything more to say?
Peace.
Thank you. And I'm with Benu, one of the expert financial advisor in India. He has been doing a lot in the rural financing sector. I would like to ask him how he experienced his China gist. How did he feel about China?
Oh, it's very exciting, it's very informative, and I gained a lot. It's very educative also for me, because the things which I read it in the paper, books and literatures are entirely different than when you see, experience, feel from your birth. So I feel it's a tremendous experience. As you know, that I have come on my own to attend this APLP, and it was particularly fascinating for me because China trip was included in it. And since I saw China in my own eyes and ears, now I can tell that this is what China is. And I think there are ample number of things which you can learn from China, most of the developing world, even developed world also, how to manage the economy, how the state can interfere, how the state intervention has helped the people. I think these are quite a good number of lessons. But in the financial sector, I think in the rural finance, they need to know a lot more from the developing world, including India, emerging economies like microfinance, and the rural finance, how with the NGO sectors and other, they can take the help. Even in the government sector, they can form self-help groups, and it can extend the outreach, because many of the rural areas are now financially excluded. I think they need to learn from the other countries in this regard.
Thank you, Benu.
Thanks.
I see two brilliant ladies sitting on the front of the bus. I would like to ask them how they feel about China gist. Did it change your perspective about China?
For sure. China.
Was it positive or negative?
Really negative. Oh, Sonia, that's true, right? This was really negative?
Maybe 50-50.
Oh, no, we are kidding.
It's very positive for me.
Yeah.
Very positive.
Negative at some point because of the pollution and so many stuff, but it's good as a whole.
Thank you. Anything you want to say, Esa?
Yeah, it's a huge country and it's a crazy country, and we met really nice people, beautiful people in Yunnan province, and so thank you, Kamal.
Thank you, Esa. Did it change your perspective about China?
Well, everything is really huge, man. Everything is huge. And, well, I couldn't really find that stark contrast that they've been really saying on the news and saying on Western articles. In fairness to the government, they've pretty much done good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it changed a lot, because I thought China would be not that developed when I came here, but when I found it, I thought it's already so much developed that I could not even imagine. And I also thought that people must be very, very poor, but it's not like that. There's a middle class who are probably, like, they are not exactly poor, but I mean, they're okay. I mean, they're happy probably. They look okay, and they have jobs, and there's a lot of economic activity. China is going to be the number one economy of the world in another 10 years maybe. So I'm pretty optimistic about China's development and progress. And also all those claims that people make that China is rising not peacefully, I think that's wrong. China is a very peaceful country. It's in spite of the fact that there are a lot of restrictions, but still it's a very open country. In all these days, nobody asks me who you are, why you are here, all this.
Thank you so much.
I'm optimistic about that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kamal.
So let's talk to the man behind the camera, Mr. Kamal Raj Sigdel. So Kamal, one word that describes China.
I would describe
One word that describes China.
is under construction.
That's 2 words.
And confident.
Second question.
Confident.
Confident.
Yeah.
Second question. What was your highlight of the trip?
I should say that Chongqing was my highlight because I saw an unmasked constructions going on in that area. I could not see such construction, such heavy and massive construction anywhere around the world. And China is really growing very fast. And there are some problems which everybody has. So my perspective to China has been changed. Earlier I used to look China something as dangerous, something like a dragon with some sort of anger in it, which has no democracy, no human rights. But things are not like that. There are so many positive things to look at. So what we can do is we can hope for a better China.
Last question. What advice would you give to Generation 9 who's watching this video, one visiting China?
I would like to advise Generation 9 to engage more in rural areas than to roam around the cities. Because in the cities you cannot come very close with the people. When you go to rural areas, you really understand what is China. You really engage with the people. You really engage with their lifestyle and their dreams and aspirations. And that would help you understand China better. Because still 900 million people are still living in rural China. So I would see that the future lies in rural China. And that's the problem also. In solving this problem, there is a future.
Any last words?
The last word, I love China.
Thank you, Kamal.
After that, you.
Everybody else joining? Warm up? Are you here? You gonna do this?
But you can go.
So I think it's Chengdu and Shanghai, is that correct?
Xinjiang.
Xinjiang?
Yes.
Now, do you know what train you want to get?
Yes.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow,
She has bamboo. Where's your bamboo, Khalid?
Kima ka choka. Kima. Tikara chuma ka.
Tikara asa Jondi.
Jondi aso.
Aso. Aso le.
네, 아직 애기들은 요 애기들이 가면 자가 먹나 그러는 거.